How's it going, YouTube? In this video, I want to show off some ball pythons, particularly piebald ball pythons, also known as pied. They're the ones that have the white patterns all over. So really the whole purpose of this video is to show you the difference between different levels of pied. So there's no white pieds, high white pieds, and everything in between. I'm going to show you a few of different pieds that I have, and I'll tell you what they are. I'll explain why they look the way they look, and hopefully you enjoy the video. So here's the first snake I want to show off. This is actually just a normal piebald ball python. So by normal, I mean like there's nothing in there besides piebald. So she has no other genes. She just happens to be very high white. This is the only pattern she has. She's a little dirty. She just shed, and that's kind of what you get when you have piebald ball pythons, especially with this much white. She smells the rats and she's going crazy. Look at that tongue. Now, I've shown both of these girls off in a previous video. This one here is a pastel yellow belly / asphalt pied, and this one here is a pastel pied. So the only difference is this one has something in the yellow belly complex. Therefore, all of her saddles have that crazy pattern around it. Versus this girl kind of just has black around the saddles. Beautiful girls, both of them. This girl here is another pied. This one just happens to be het hypo or het ghost. It has a little bit influence on her colors, so she is actually a lot brighter than a normal pied would be. This next snake is a pinstripe pied, het lavender albino. She is low white, almost no white. I really enjoy looking at her because she throws me off every time. And you can see the white on her bottom. Looks amazing. She also has a little bit of white on her tail. That's about all the white that she has. Sometimes with pieds, you'll get these markings on their necks. And she actually happens to have it all down her neck. You can see it right there, that gray patch just right there on her neck. Super nice pinstripe pied. Here is another pinstripe pied, also very low white. He actually has less pinstriping than the last pinstripe pied I showed you. Most of his pinstriping is from here to the top of his head, and then it practically goes away towards the bottom or the tip of his tail. He is being very active. Whoa, he tricked me. One of my favorites. He is more white than the last pinstripe pied I showed off to. This next girl is actually in shed, so I don't want to stress her out too much. She is also another low white pied. This is about all the white that she has in her whole body. The rest of the white is actually on her underbelly, like the other one. This is actually an enchi piebald. The last one I showed you was a pinstripe pied. So enchi and pinstripe will both make some low white pieds. Now there's obviously a chance that they'll make regular pieds and high white pieds, but most likely they'll always be low white. Here is another enchi pied. Again, low white or no white. I think the only white that she has is right here. Just a little bit coming up, and then right here. And then the rest is on her underbelly. The one thing I don't like about pieds is how dirty they can get. Anything that's white will always get dirty, right? Well, I keep mine on ReptiChip, and it just gets them so dirty. She is a pied het albino. Not really much influence on the albino part, so she just looks like a normal pied. A really nice normal pied. She is about medium to high white, so I would say maybe 80% white. Last but not least is my absolute favorite pied that I have here. He is a mahogany pied. I really like what mahogany does to the browns ball pythons, and adding pied to it just makes it so nice. The only thing I really could think to add to a mahogany pied is pinstripe, just to really make those browns because it reduces a lot of the pattern. And I wouldn't mind having a suma pied. Those look awesome. They look gnarly. Well, we're at the end of the video now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully you enjoyed all the white ball pythons I showed you. White with pattern, white with no pattern. It's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of different things when it comes to ball pythons. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Have a good one. Peace.